okay. And I dropped out. I went, oh dear, oh no. My eyeshadow is really bad. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. My name's Hannah and I think we've got some catching up to do. So long story short, I was at university and I was studying a digital social media course. Now what that course entails essentially is to become eventually a social media creator for like a brand or a business, just that type of thing, or creating schedules for people that want to pursue social media. And it's a 3-year course. It's still a relatively new course as far as I know. Also, I'm using the Glow Lab facial moisturizer to start off. I don't really know much about makeup. I barely do it. This is just so I have something to do while I catch you guys up on my life. So let's not bully me for the fact I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, perfect. So it's a 3-year course and I started it I think a year and a half ago because for my first semester I did full-time study, which means I did 4 units altogether. And then for my second and third semester I did 2 units in each semester. So I became a part-time student, and then I just completed my first year at the end of last semester, which would have been about June, May-ish, I think. I can't really remember now. So I completed my first year and I passed all my units and I dropped out. I dropped out probably a couple weeks ago because the new semester started this week or last week. I can't fully remember now. It was not a decision I made lightly. I thought about deferring for a semester, but then I was like, look, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just drop out altogether. So there's a couple reasons I decided to go down that route instead of just waiting or having a semester off. You know, since I do share a bit of my life online and because I have spoken about me studying before, I did kind of want to tell you guys a little bit as to why I did it and what I'm planning on doing. For those of you who don't know, I am 20 years old. So I turn 21 next year. So I was like, look, it's never too late to change what you want to do. Even though I am younger, you should never feel as if it's too late to change something because of your age. Now I do have a couple of ideas of what I want to do, but I'm not going back to university, at least not in the foreseeable future. So let's talk a bit about that, shall we? But that does not mean that my studying days are over. So yes, I am deciding to go through a different route of getting a certificate. So that usually means TAFE, which is kind of similar to university. It's just 2 different qualifications, and TAFE courses, typically depending on what you do, you can get a qualification a bit quicker than you can through university. And also a lot of the TAFE courses are a lot more hands-on than a university degree is. But this is Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. Oh, is it gonna focus? I feel like a little beauty guru right now. A friend gave it to me like a year and a half ago. So what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yes. So one of the main reasons I decided to leave my university degree was because I felt like I wasn't getting any hands-on experience at all, which is fine, but I felt like for what I was trying to do, I really needed some actual hands-on experience rather than just writing case studies and coming up with assessments. Like, I feel like I wasn't really learning that much. Again, like maybe it's because I was doing it wrong, I don't know, but I feel like I wasn't learning that much. As I was going through this course, I kind of realized that the reason I enjoy social media so much is because I have the freedom to do what I like to film, or I enjoy being able to portray a specific message that I want to portray. So when I was thinking more deeply into the reason I was doing this course, I was like, realistically, once I graduate, I don't really know if I want to be working with brands and running their social media content, only because I don't really know how to put this without it sounding really rude. I don't mean it rudely. For instance, a lot of clothing brands or makeup brands or beauty and fitness brands, I sometimes don't always agree with the messages they're trying to tell to their audience, especially when it comes to skincare and stuff like that. I'm not sure how I really feel about it. I feel like some of the marketing schemes and stuff like that, just rubs me the wrong way. Like the whole, we hate looking like we're aging, so all the anti-aging creams and the skincare that's $100 a bottle that definitely works. I just don't think I would want to work in that because I don't like the portrayal of that message, especially to younger viewers. So I kind of decided that maybe that isn't something I would want to do. Again, there's no hate to people that like doing that. That's great for you. I just don't think that's something I want to do specifically, and I also don't think I'm that great at it in that sense. I love making content when it's showing my personality and my everyday life and my hobbies and the beach and, you know, all that type of stuff. I think that's really fun, and I just don't want to start hating what I'm doing if I'm going down that alley of promoting more than anything. I could realistically help other people with like content ideas and stuff like that, but it is very competitive and there are a lot of really good people out there that know what they're doing. Again, not that I wouldn't be able to do it, but I'm not the most competitive person in the world and I just kind of enjoy doing my own thing, so I decided that we were done with that. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I am a little annoyed that I finished a whole year of it and then decided that I wasn't interested. That's alright, at least I didn't finish, like graduate and then realize I didn't want to do it anymore. But that is pretty much the main reason why I decided to leave. Now, a bit of a life update in other terms. It is winter at the moment in Australia. I live in Australia, Western Australia to be more specific, and the weather has been very rainy and cold and definitely not great for my mental health. So haven't been doing the best mentally, but I know that's mainly because of the weather and I know that it will get better once it starts heating up again, because if you've seen any of my previous content on my channel, the beach and summer is kind of where my best content comes from, really, because it's like what I enjoy doing. During the winter, I do kind of struggle to come up with things to do, hence why we're now doing a makeup video and I rarely ever do makeup. But that's okay, I've been wanting to learn anyways because I think it is fun to go out somewhere and get to do your makeup and your hair and go have fun. Again, we're not great at it, but how else are you gonna learn unless you embarrass yourself on camera while trying to do it? It's like, what's next? What's next? Do you do like foundation and then, maybe I'll search this up, give me 2 secs, where's my phone? Do you do bronzer and blush before or after foundation? Okay, after foundation. But summer is getting there, 1 more month to a spring and I could not be more excited. Oh, by the way, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I do have 2 shades, one's a darker shade and I usually mix them both together to get it close to my skin shade. But to be honest, I'm really pale at the moment, so this should be fine, but I don't know. Luckily, I do have really supportive parents and they were more than happy for me to drop out because they honestly are legends and they have stuck by me through a lot of difficult times and a lot of changes in my life, and they've been nothing but supportive all the way, which is incredible, and I'm really grateful to have that type of support system around me. But this was also a really difficult decision to make because I did feel quite a bit of pressure because I do have friends and people around me that have almost graduated because they went straight to uni from high school, or they've already started their like full-time career, and I did feel a little bit of pressure. Not that anyone was putting pressure on me, it was me putting pressure on myself, which is a really hard thing to push through because it's not like anyone's telling you other than yourself, which is kind of weird. Like I keep trying to explain this to people, it doesn't really make sense, which I understand because my parents are so supportive and people around me are so supportive that it's like, why do you feel this way? And I honestly don't even know. I know one thing's for sure, I have always enjoyed making content for social media, well, YouTube videos really, because I love the creative side of it and I love being able to spread a message and it's so much fun. Like I really enjoy it. It honestly sometimes gets me out of bed in the mornings on days that I probably wouldn't have gotten out of bed. Now I don't want this to sound like I've dropped everything to try and become a YouTuber because that's not what I've done. I still do have a part-time job. The people I work with are great and the companies are like good. It's just the alley of work I work in isn't the greatest and it does affect me sometimes. We're gonna stick through. We'll get through it. I did also want to drop out of uni so that I could focus on my YouTube a bit more and, you know, just see where it can take me because, I don't know, maybe I'm just being silly, but I really do feel like hopefully this could be a career one day. You never know. Either way, whether it is or it isn't, I love making this content and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. But again, as a kind of a scary thing for me to say out loud because I'm not embarrassed by it, but it is hard for some people to wrap their head around the concept of this. Really, especially because obviously I'm not earning money from this at the moment and I don't have a huge following. I have a very nice supportive group of people that follow me and subscribe to me and I love you all dearly. I love the comments I get and the messages I get and that really makes it all worth it. Like I remember when I was doing Vlogmas last year, this is when I just started my YouTube channel because I think I started my YouTube channel last year in October. I was doing Vlogmas that December, so that was when you vlog for every day for 24 days of December, and let me tell you, that was rough, especially because I think I want to say less than 100 subscribers when I started doing it, but I really can't remember. I just had my heart set on the fact that I was going to do Vlogmas. I got some really lovely messages during that time, which really pushed me through doing it because I was also working technically part-time during that time, but since it's Christmas time, it was so busy. So I was working probably 20 to 30 hours a week on top of trying to film, edit, and post every single day. So like my family did not see me in the evenings. My family and I usually watch TV shows together or a movie together at night, and I would just be in my room editing editing my footage from that day to post so I could have it ready for the next day. Like, it took up all my time. I didn't see any of my friends during that entire period because I didn't have time. No regrets. I had a great time and I really enjoyed making the content, and I feel like that really pushed me to continue because I was like, if I could film and post 24 videos in 24 days, I can continue doing this despite studying and working, which I have been and will continue to do. It was definitely quite a crazy thing for me to do considering all the other things I had to do on top of filming and posting every single day. Of course I didn't have to do it, it's because I wanted to, but it was stressful. Like, I would have an 8-hour day at work and then come home and be like, I need to film something, so I would bake cookies or something like that just so I had some content. But it was honestly such a good time, and I love looking back at those videos now because I was having fun at the beach, because obviously in Australia Christmas is during the summertime, so I had a lot of fun with the content I was getting, and I luckily had some family members who were very, very patient with me, as I may have had a couple meltdowns because videos weren't processing properly and I was just doubting myself a lot. And I think self-doubt is something I do struggle with quite a lot, which is why the leap of me dropping out to focus on this bit more is kind of scary for me. Either way, it brings me so much happiness, so I'm not too worried. Now, this is where I get confused because I don't know how this stuff works. I have this and it's got like cream stuff in it, so I'm just gonna try and do some bronzer and we'll see how it goes. Don't make fun of me though. You're not allowed to make fun of me. So I am deciding at some point this year I will be starting a certificate course. I'm thinking of doing vet nursing because I have loved animals all my life. I have 2 dogs and a cat at the moment, which I love dearly. I do also volunteer at a dog shelter once a week at the moment. That's another thing I was going to talk to you guys about. About 2.5 months ago, I started feeling really unfulfilled, which is not a good feeling to have. I didn't like what I was studying for the reasons I've already discussed. I just was not doing good. I didn't like my job at the time. I was really struggling with that, and there was also quite a few personal things going on, and I was like, I need to be doing something that's making me feel more fulfilled than I am right now. So then I applied to volunteer at a dog shelter, and now I do that once a week, and I've probably been doing that for close to 2 months, I think. It's been a lot. Like, it is a lot to get used to, but the people that I'm with are so lovely, and it's been such a good experience for me. It makes me feel more fulfilled than I have been feeling a lot recently, which is incredible. Feeling very happy about that, and I'm really happy with myself that I took that initiative and decided to give it a go. That being said, it does take up another day of my week, which is fine, but when I'm also working, studying, and volunteering and doing this, I was running out of time very quickly, and I was getting very stressed because I didn't know what was gonna break, if that makes sense. And I didn't want it to be making YouTube videos because, like, this is one thing I enjoy and have enjoyed the entire time I've been doing it. So I was like, I'm not stopping doing this. So dropping out of uni was the final option. And since I was already having doubts anyway, I just decided that it was probably the best option to go through, and I have not regretted it. So I also just think the stuff I was studying wasn't exciting. Like, I was writing case studies about social media platforms, and like, it was cool for a while for the first like 6 months, but after that I was like, what am I even learning, to be honest? But then again, if you guys are thinking about going through a course like that and do you think you're going to enjoy it, I would 100% say go do it. I do still think it is a really good course. It's just not what I was looking for personally. So yes, I'm deciding that I think I'm going to do vet nursing, and I will probably start it at some point this year. I have not yet decided when, so you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Once I've had a bit of a break for my mental health. I'm actually gonna go buy a new camera today as well, I think. I'm gonna go have a look at the Sony ZV-1, I think that's what it's called. If you guys want a review, let me know, as I do have quite a lot of cameras actually. I have issues with buying so many cameras that I don't need. I don't even know if I did that right, so we're just gonna stop before I ruin it somehow. Oh, I got makeup all over my hands. Oh dear, oh no. But yeah, I did buy these 2 camcorders the other day. I got this one, and I got this one for $95, and it's honestly amazing. I'm obsessed with it, and of course I'm gonna go buy a new camera today as well because I have no self-control, but it's fine, it's chill. Now next is blush, and I always mess up blush without fail every time. I have this BYS brow fix that I'm just gonna use on my eyebrows because it feels like I'm doing something productive, so let's do that. But I do think I will enjoy vet nursing a lot more, at least I'm hoping to. A, because I've enjoyed volunteering at the dog shelter so much that it's kind of given me hope that I will enjoy vet nursing. And also because I feel like I'll actually be learning something, like learning about the anatomy of dogs and cats and all sorts of animals. I feel like I'll enjoy that type of learning more because there is a right and wrong answer, if that makes sense. Because stuff like digital social media, it is a creative arts degree, so a lot of it is essay prompts, so you have to kind of come up with an answer that you interpreted yourself through reading case studies and finding academic research. It's kind of fun, but it was also really stressful for me because I could never figure out what to say. There was never technically a right answer. And I feel like I'll enjoy something like vet nursing more where there is a right answer rather than me just having to kind of interpret information and answer it to the best of my ability using the sources I have available. That was a lot of words, but I think you guys can kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Why did I make my eyebrows look worse somehow? I also accidentally shaved off this bit of my eyebrow, so that's good. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that because I'm literally gonna wipe this makeup off as soon as this video is done anyway, because I'm not leaving the house today. What am I doing now? Blush, that's right. I have this Just Beachy illuminating palette from Sports Girl that I think I bought 4 years ago, so we'll give this a go. It's got quite a lot of pretty colors in it, so I think we're just gonna try one of the lighter pinks and see what happens, shall we? My brushes are so dirty. Let me just... Anyways, I'm excited to start that course at some point this year, and I'm excited to bring you guys along for the journey. Again, we'll see how we go, but I really truly think that this will be really good for me. I don't know, I feel like it'll be a career that I do enjoy and that I can do as well as creating content, but I also do want enough time to be able to continue to create content because this is my dream, really. Like, every single day I film and edit, I love it more and more every single time. As someone that struggles with ADHD, that rarely happens. I find it really hard to stick with one thing and then continue to enjoy it, but with this I have done nothing but enjoy it the entire time, and I think that's really special. I mean, I was creating YouTube videos when I was like 12 and editing them. A lot of the time I didn't even post them, I just made them for myself, and I loved it so much. And every time I think about making content, I just realize how much younger Hannah would be really proud of current Hannah, because I continue to make videos even though I was really nervous to do so, because it is scary, especially with the type of content I create, because it's kind of just about me and what I'm doing. It's not about beauty, or it's more just lifestyle, I guess. I don't really know how you would categorize it, but it's so cool that people actually enjoy seeing what I'm creating. I want to see more of it. Subscribe if you haven't, guys. What's next? I feel like that blush didn't do anything. I feel like I look the same. Let me know, guys. We'll do some eye stuff next. We have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. Shout out to the friend that gave it to me. Just brush this off. That'll be right. Just use this one. Probably shouldn't do it right next to the lens, should I? My studying journey has not come to an end. It has just come to a pause and a redirection, is what I like to say. I put way too much on just then. Look at that. Oh dear. This is what happens when I try to use my camera screen to do makeup instead of the mirror. That's alright, whatever. It'll do. So I just used this color here, and now I'm going to use this one underneath it. I don't want to get it too close to the camera because then I'll probably get makeup all over the lens, and I don't know how to fix that. So I think the course is about a year, and then there's another course after that if I want to become like an actual vet nurse, but we'll see how we go. We're not going to put too much pressure on it because I haven't even started yet, so there's no point to put too much pressure on myself. Really, is there. Okay, my makeup looks awful. Like, what is that? I look like I have a bruised eye. So at least I'm not trying to become a makeup artist, because we all know how that would turn out. Is it bad, or am I just being mean? No, it's bad. Okay. Oh dear. I actually can't be bothered to fix it though. Can I even fix that? I don't think so. Is it gonna bother you guys if I just leave it like that? I don't even know how to fix it, so it's just gonna have to stay as it is. Next, I got these MCO Beauty Super Glow Golden Drops. Ooh, ooh. Yes. They were half price, so I think they were like $16. So let's give them a go. Oh my gosh, my eyeshadow is really bad. Okay, just ignore it. Guys, ignore it. It's fine. Ooh, it's like just sparkly. It's cute. But I just overall really wanted to thank all you guys for the support and the love, and I got a lot of messages on my Instagram from people, and I just want to say that I do really appreciate every single one of them, and some of them will come at the absolute best time where I've been really doubting myself and my abilities, and then I just get a really nice message, and it really does make my whole entire week. I will tell everyone in my family, everyone in my household about the nice message I received. Okay, did I do that wrong? Ooh, she's sparkly. If I didn't mess up the eyes, this actually might not look that bad, but growing up, I've always had really bad anxiety as well. I still do. And videos is a fun way that I have overcome that in a lot of ways, because putting yourself out online like this can be really scary. It can be. And I'm really proud of myself for pushing through despite, you know, being really down on myself sometimes. We power on through, and I think that's important. I started creating content 8-9 months ago and I still love it, and I think that's really special. To be honest. And I would love for this to be a career for me one day. But even if it does end up becoming a career for me, I still want to be doing something else as well, which is why I think that nursing would be perfect, because I'm doing something I love in both avenues. I don't want to be too over the top crazy. I don't want people to think I'm insane for deciding to do this, but I think it is the best option for me. And I don't expect some people to understand, which is why it's kind of scary for me to talk about it, because I know there's people that are not going to understand and not going to get it. And to be honest, I understand that as well. At the end of the day, I've decided to do this for me and for no one else other than me, but I have decided to pursue my dreams in a different way. If you guys, oh dear, like what am I doing? Let's all just be thankful that Hannah's not trying to be a makeup artist. Oh my goodness. Anyways, if you guys want to follow along for my journey of content creation and hopefully becoming a vet nurse or whatever else I decide to be, then please subscribe to follow along. Or even if you don't want to, I appreciate you guys sticking around to listen to what I have to say. And this is also a sign that it's not too late to change your mind or change your path, and you only live once, so don't be scared to follow your dreams. I've decided to take that leap, and let's just hope for the best, because I just think it'll be so fun. You guys can be with me for like all the different roads of life. I think it'll be really exciting. I love going back and looking at videos from like 6 months ago and just seeing how different my life has changed from then to now. Even though it's only been 6 months, it's crazy. I also love having all these videos of just random stuff I've been doing. It just makes you really happy, and it's kind of, a lot of times when I've been sad too, filming has kind of been what's forced me to get out of bed or to go to the beach or go outside and go for a run, go for a walk, because I'm like, well, I need content. And then it's just overall helped my mental health as a whole, because it's forcing me to get out and clear my head a little bit. And with things like TikTok and stuff, it can be really, really harmful. I personally enjoy watching YouTube videos and stuff a lot more than TikTok. I still obviously consume TikTok content, as most people do, I think, but I think it can be really, really harmful to see such a constant highlight reel that TikTok is, because they're short form videos. I do appreciate the fact that I have a small platform where I can create long form videos and I can talk about all sorts of things that are going on in my life, whether they're good or bad, and that is why I decided to make this video today. I hope you guys stick along for the journey, and I'll keep you updated on everything when I start studying and stuff. I think it'll be really cute, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye!